Once again, it's raining. It's always raining. And once again, I'm fresh out of news to talk about anything Diablo related. I wish there was just a quick sign to just see something interesting for us to talk about. Right in front of me, apparently.
Get over here!
And hello everybody, my name is NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, and risky rambling idiot in Vigil. Did I say Vigil? Hey, guess what? You might hear the rain right now, but that's okay. This computer could explode at any moment, but that's okay because I'm doing this real quick for you, because we got a lot to discuss because there is another Diablo 4 quarterly update for August 2022. And what the heck does this even talk about? Before we get into that, hey, if you like what you see today in the video, feel free to subscribe. So, this quarterly update is another massive one, and guess what, folks? One of our answers have been answered. I hope enough, maybe not enough, but it's been a burning question of many of you, and including myself, which is what? What is the end game of Diablo 4? And so on and so forth. Now, there's been a bunch of stuff that's been leaked thanks to the family and friends alpha testing, so that we've been seeing a lot of stuff. A lot of videos been taken down because of Blizzard. They don't want the information to get out. It's not for our prying eyes or ears or whatever you want to call it to hear or see or taste, whatever, right? Even feel, if you catch my meaning. And a lot of this stuff is just thrown out there. So I'm hoping this quarterly update, I did read through it a little bit, so just not all of it. So we're going to be going down this bit by bit to fully examine this and see how we feel. Now, like, not to discredit myself, but I'm not a huge Diablo hardcore player, so there might be things I might need some help with for you guys to fill in the blanks if I get something wrong. So excuse me, I just want to read this so we're on the right track, so we're all on the same playing field. Okay, so I hope you're ready. Thanks again. So Diablo 4 quarterly update, August 2022. And like I said, if you've seen all the other news that has been posted lately, hopefully it's said in here, in this. If not, okay, you just gotta do a little research. Okay, here we go. Hello, and welcome to our third Diablo 4 quarterly update of 2022. We hope you enjoy last quarter's dive into the playstyles of our final launch class. Hey, it was a good one. Necromancer was dope. Kind of out of left field, but a fan favorite nonetheless. That blog and our previous updates can be read here if you missed out. I don't think we did. Today we'll be talking about some of what's coming to D4 after the game ships. Okay, here we go. This is often referred to as a live service, and the Activision Blizzard stocks just went way down. And we have ambitious plans here. Yeah. Our Associate Game Director for Live Service, Joseph Paporia, and our Director of Product, Keegan Clark, are here to talk details. Now, everything they describe is in addition to delivering the complete D4 experience, the rich endgame features you expect at launch, and regular expansions that continue the story. Spoilers. Many of you enjoyed the seasons in D2 Resurrected and D3 and have asked for more extensive season support. Okay, longevity, I get it. This is the era we live in now where we get bored in a day on anything gaming-wise. We agree one of the most fun ways to play Diablo is through seasons. So we're making the first one available soon after launch and building a dedicated team to bring you up to 4 seasons a year, each with major new features, quest lines, enemies, legendary items, and more. Hey, I'm okay with that. Okay, obviously there's a lot of money going into this, some real Activision Blizzard cheddar, and I'm really hoping they deliver on that. Now, if the game by itself, the base game itself, no live service bullshit, is great in itself, that should keep us preoccupied for a long time to come. But we're talking end game here, and that's very important. D4 seasons are modeled after those of D3. I know, when we hear D3, it sounds like taboo. When a new season begins, all the characters from the prior season are moved to the Eternal Realm, where you can keep playing, leveling up, and collecting loot. To play in the new season, you'll create a fresh character and experience the new seasonal features and content while leveling up alongside other characters. And I've done this in D3. It's actually pretty fun to make other characters go with different builds, yada, yada, yada. It just gives us an excuse to come back. But too much of anything is a bad thing, right? This, along with capping Paragon points in D4, ensures that your effort and skill, measured by both dexterity and theory crafting, determine how powerful your character becomes. It also allows players who missed the last season to participate. This season design requires that all sources of character power come from playing the game, so you will not be able to pay for power in D4. Isn't it funny that they have to say this? Like, remember when Diablo, we just went in and we're like, yeah, we don't have to worry about any of that shit? The last 10 years for Blizzard has not been kind to them. You can read about our monetization philosophy below, along with details on how the cosmetic shop, an optional season pass support, and enhanced seasons. Yes. We hope you enjoy this update and look forward to your thoughts and reactions. Okay. So, later this year, we'll be testing our endgame systems. I'm telling you, it's going to be the bread and butter of D4. We'll also be testing features that enable players who have completed the game's campaign to flag it as completed for new characters they create and allow characters to the Eternal Realm to contribute to seasonal progress. Finally, stay tuned for a winter blog. Okay, so I hope you're ready for this. There is a lot to go through. That was the introduction. Okay, take a deep breath. This might be a long video, but just bear with me and pay attention. Okay, seasons. So, not much to go here. Hello, heroes of Sanctuary. My name is Joe Paporia, I'm sorry if I butcher it, the Associate Game Director responsible for game systems and our live service. Today, I finally get to talk about our high-level plans for D4's seasonal content updates. Okay, we are in the exciting position of delivering the high-quality quarterly releases D4 deserves. Enjoy the rain outside. As our game director Joe Shelley noted earlier, we are pursuing a seasonal reset structure for our live game. Diablo is a game about choice and possibility, and we feel it's at its best when you get a clean slate to start from in a season, picking a class, customizing your build, and chasing down items that support it along the way. This affords us several advantages, and chief among them is that we can really shake the box of D4 with each season, creating unique experiences with each of our quarterly releases. All right, that's seasons. That's it. That's all we need to know for now. New content. Save your thoughts later. We think it's important that players see that the game is changing in meaningful ways. Each season will be released with a fresh new gameplay feature, and questline introduces new challenges, mysteries, and possibilities into the level up experience. Now, real quick, this makes a lot of sense with the MMO portion because MMOs are really hard to maintain, especially with people's attentions once they reach the end. Hardcore players want stuff to do. They want more. They want to keep playing. Or you might be making a new character. We don't want anything short-lived here. This is going to be, I'm telling you, this is going to be an interesting experiment, an MMO Diablo game like this. This is something players should begin to experience before the end of their first hour of play. One of the benefits of our seasonal direction is that it enables fun, new ways to play throughout your character's progressions. Hey, you know what? Going back to seasons real quick, and this goes with content, make like holiday seasons like you did in World of Warcraft. Since this is an MMO, give us like Christmas in Tristram, Halloween in Tristram, something like that, Make the cow level about cows, make it about Sleepy Hollows in cow. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make shit themed, to where it really feels special. I think Christmas in Tristram would be pretty sick, and same thing with Halloween, and so on and so forth. Imagine the cool-ass gear you could get. You could do. That would be a lot of fun, because the gear looks amazing in this game. Each season's new questline will reveal more of the world of Sanctuary and your character's place in it. Good. Here we get an opportunity to introduce new characters or revisit old ones while exploring the lore and content of this season. Okay. That's it for the new content. Easy to follow stuff. Now, refreshing the meta. The meta builds, the meta game. The hardcore players are already talking about it in Reddit, no doubt. Diablo 4 is a vast game. We want to ensure that we are keeping existing content and features in a place where they remain fun and challenging to participate in. To that end, we will always be evaluating the state of the game to regularly revitalize older stomping grounds. Hey, if your game is just fun enough, if it's got a great gameplay loop, we're not going to give a shit. We're going to want to keep doing it no matter what. Why do you think Mephisto and Bale runs existed when it was the same crap over and over, just teleporting with a sorcerer in Diablo 2 and doing Bale and Mephisto runs, and it didn't matter. We just, okay, did that, here we go again. Did that, here we go again. Because the game was just fun in itself. So I'm hoping they don't solely rely on systems like these to where the base game itself is like, is just like, it's like Voltron. I need all the parts. Nah, come on. If it's good, it's good. One clear example here is looking at the relative balance between classes, builds, and powers. Diablo is a game that is about creating exciting, overpowered builds. Yeah, I guess so. And while we don't want to balance the fun out of the experience, we don't want to create situations in which imprecise tuning squash creativity. Yes, that is the big folly of Elden Ring, is the meta builds. That's all anybody does in PvP until they nerf it. But by that point, the damage is already done, because it's just too late. So we don't want that here. We don't want everybody just having the same fucking build. We want to where everybody, close to everybody, has a shot to kick in some serious ass, where it actually takes skill, not entirely just loot-based and gear score. Okay? We don't want that. I don't want to see a barbarian using the same, I don't know, everybody's using grandfather's sword or some crap. I had to just throw something out there. Pretend I know something. Okay. We will also be constantly adding new legendary and unique items, paragon boards, glyphs, and more that will continually refresh the meta and create new build opportunities. That's the MMO. I'm just seeing it as an MMO because that's what they do in other and like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy. They keep adding new tier sets and so on and so forth, new dungeons and all that extra story. I get it. Improving the game, which with each season we'll be looking into ways to simply improve the player experience. As a live product, we intend to hold D4 to an exceedingly high standard. You fucking better. We are here to build a live game that we can be proud of, and the best way to do that is by engaging our players directly. Yeah, just don't fuck us over. Based on feedback that we receive, the team will identify quality of life features and polish work that can be done to improve the overall experience and invite the community to vote upon their priority. Hardcore players, that's going to be up to you to make sure the game doesn't fall into the wrong hands here. While we cannot always flip a switch to tackle something immediately, you can rest assured that we'll be active in improving the quality of the game experience for years to come. I just hope it gets the job done. Just gets the job done. It's fun to the bitter end. Live events! Sanctuary is a living world filled with people, creatures, and factions, striving to meet their own ends. Attentive players should be on the lookout for new live events that will crop up each season. An example of a live event might be the warning of an impending invasion of the Drown, which may last a weekend, or the arrival of a strange peddler amidst the crags of the dry steppes. These events provide gateways to new adventures, and unique rewards. I like that. It brings the world, creates it, makes it alive. Like I said, I keep bringing it up, but an MMO has to always feel alive. It's a huge game. There's got to be a lot happening to where you're not just going from point A to point B that easily. You want to. It's all about the journey, right? Not the destination. Insert a cliche. Season journey. Alongside our major season releases, we see the return of the season journey. Players are pushed to explore Sanctuary anew, earning limited time rewards with each chapter of the season journey that is completed. Completing the season journey is quite a feat, with the final step demanding the character overcome an extremely difficult encounter with an especially deadly foe. That's cool. You test your might, right? With future seasons journeys, we are regularly adding pinnacle level difficulty challenges for people to complete, proving their worth and earning unique cosmetic rewards besides. Great. Like Diablo 3, the season journey is free for all players. Free. Keyword here. Completing season journey objectives also grant progress towards the season pass. A new feature with a battle pass style progression that advances alongside the season journey, enabling players to earn even more rewards just by playing. The season pass has both free rewards, cosmetics, premium currency, and gameplay boosts, and paid rewards, cosmetics, and premium currency only. Remember when Diablo didn't have season passes, battle passes? Fucking Activision all over. It's like a Call of Duty game these days. That's all these live service games could do. That's all they can do. Season Pass. Hey everyone, I'm Keegan Clark, Director of Product for Diablo 4, here to talk about our approach to live service monetization in D4. Oh boy, our favorite part to be added to this game, because Blizzard doesn't have a backbone and can't just say no to Activision, because they're really just taking it in the... Okay, as we've discussed previously, D4 will be a full-price game with a cosmetic shop and Season Pass, none of which provide any pay-for-power options. Take this all with a grain of salt, people. Our goal is designing our in-game purchases and that we want to create beautiful things which add value to players' experiences of the game. Yeah, sure. The scale of D4 seasons is much more ambitious than what we've done in the past on Diablo 3. With a large development team dedicated to seasons after launch, D4 will be supported by an army of developers for years to come. Yeah, let's make sure they still have their souls intact. It's kind of Diablo related. With all the exciting plans we have for seasons, we want them to be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of whether they buy anything from the shop. I'm grateful for the opportunity to finally share more with the community about our live service model. Oh God, I'm sorry, folks. I can't. It's hard. I'm serious. It's hard reading through this because Diablo has already been poisoned by Diablo Immortals and D3. With you know the D3 stuff in the timeline, especially the Diablo Immortal. And this is Activision Blizzard. Like I said, they've been shit for the past 10 years, all around. Yeah. Seasons will add all new gameplay, quest challenges, meta changes, and quality of life improvements. The Season Pass recognizes players' dedication with greater rewards, unlocking as you play more throughout the season. There will be a single track of rewards with free tiers that are unlocked by playing the game and leveling, and premium tiers which provide no in-game power or advantage over other players. You see, all these different tiers and things to get things, and that gets you other things. Oh, just keep it simple. Oh God, we already have to worry about the loot doing that. Don't add more things to make more things about more things. Just stop with the things. In contrast, the premium tier rewards are focused on aesthetics, proving a huge value in the form of cosmetics and premium currency. Many of the rewards embody the seasonal theme, helping players show off their participation in that season. Okay. All right, here we go. More Season Pass jargon talk. The Season Pass has free tiers and premium tiers. This reminds me of Halo Infinite. Throughout the pass, players can earn a variety of rewards for free just by playing. Oh boy! At any point during the season, players can purchase the Premium Pass to unlock the ability to earn premium rewards, tiers containing seasonally themed cosmetics and premium currency. I'm gonna try my damnedest not to do any of this bullshit because the loot in the base game should fucking do the job. The Season Pass awards cosmetics. Like the shop, they don't affect gameplay. Additionally, certain cosmetic types are exclusive to the Season Pass. The Season Pass awards premium currency. Players can spend their currency on cosmetics offered in the shop. The Season Pass awards free season boost. Boosts accelerate players' progress for the duration of the season. Oh boy. For example, a season boost might accelerate XP earned to make leveling multiple characters within a season faster. You see the problem with that? I have a problem with that. Let us grind in the game. I don't mind the grind in Diablo. That's what it's always been about. Grinding and getting the loot in the end. High risk, high reward. I'm okay with it. Just have a good balance. Anyway, sorry. I'm just bitter about this stuff because this is just Activision written all over it. We want to be clear that players cannot unlock season boosts more quickly through purchases. There is no way to unlock more boosts or boosts at a faster pace by spending money. Players can purchase tiers, but they won't speed up getting season boosts. Is anybody are we all on the same track here? Is this confusing? If so, you're not the only one, okay? I'm trying to keep up with this myself. Players can upgrade season boosts just by purchasing tiers because they'll also have to earn level milestones to apply them. See? Things to get other things by earning other things that gets you these things. All other tier rewards can be unlocked instantly by purchasing tiers. In other words, there's no way to shortcut getting season boosts by buying tiers. They must be earned. The season journey accelerates season pass progression. While any playstyle that can progress through the season pass, min-maxers can focus on season journey objectives to advance more quickly. Listen, I care about the journey, Blizzard. I don't care about getting there quicker. I want to enjoy this with friends and family alike, okay? I just really hope it doesn't ruin the loot system with all this crap. Call me paranoid. The shop! The way we approached designing the shop and the cosmetics within it was by thinking about the experience we want players to have. Really? Did you ask us if we wanted that? I doubt it. We want buying things to feel good before, during, and after purchase. So if players choose to buy something, it should be because they want to, not because they feel like they have to. Oh, italicize that, have to. I'm looking at you, Diablo Immortal. It should also be clear to players exactly what they are getting before they choose to buy with no unpleasant surprises. Ooh, really not getting to know those Diablo Immortal players, huh? Development team. The shop's cosmetics build on top of the foundation of a huge variety of transmogs from weapons, armors, and armors players will find in-game. It's also important to us that the shop is grounded within Diablo's world, so our cosmetics are holistic fantasies the individual components of which can be mixed and matched with transmogs from armors acquired in-game for endless customization options. Which I always appreciate games where you can mix up your gear here and there, and you turn yourself into an ultimate badass. I'm okay with that. I love transmog in games, especially D3. That was a great option for them to have. And I really hope they do a good job of mixing and matching stuff to where you don't have to worry about stats and stuff thanks to transmog, or gaining and losing stats. That way we can have just the most unique looking barbarian, or whatever, right? Any class, any character, and we obviously will have the option to do that without even going into the shop. Okay, let's talk more about what players can expect. The shop sells cosmetics for premium currency. Why is it just called premium currency? Do you guys not have a freaking name? I guess it's just the marketing side of things. Cosmetics give players even more options to customize the visual appearance of their characters. Nothing offered in the shop grants a direct or indirect gameplay advantage. So while many of these may look like powerful pieces of gear, they have no in-game stats. Thank God. The shop is optional. Players can experience all core and seasonal gameplay features without spending money. Our goal is for players to enjoy going into the shop, buy something which catches their fancy, and walk away happy with what they bought. Fucking holding you to it, Blizzard. The shop is transparent. It's important that players know exactly what to expect before making a purchase. We've built preview functionality and enables players to closely examine every detail of the cosmetic on their own characters before deciding to make a purchase. Hey, you don't even have to do that. We just got YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube and players will have our backs, but we appreciate the sentiment. The best looking cosmetics aren't exclusive to the shop. Good! Diablo 4 will ship with hundreds of transmogs unlockable from drops in game, which I can't wait to customize my character, including dozens of armor sets of the highest visual quality. And they, ladies and gentlemen, they fucking nailed it in the art direction in this game and how the armor sets look. Presto. More rain. There are incredible pieces, unique and legendary quality items for players to find without ever going into the shop. The shop offers more diversity of choices, not systematically better choices. So remember those words. Let's see. Oh man, we're over 20 minutes. Hang in there, folks. Armored transmogs in the shop are usable on all characters of that class. Many of the cosmetics in the shop are class-specific fantasies, which wouldn't necessarily make sense visually on other classes. Once you unlock a cosmetic from the shop for a given class, you can use it on every character of that class on your account. That's great. One size fits all, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like your usual MMO where you only can buy this costume for this character, and then if you want to put it on your other character, sorry, you got to buy it again. Okay, I'll give you that one, Blizzard. There are special cosmetics exclusive to the season pass, which celebrate the theme of the season and look similar across all the classes. Can I get a transmog to not make me look so white next to this 4K TV? It's brighter than the sun in here. The most important guiding principle behind the shop and season pass is to create something players love, look forward to, and appreciate being a part of the game. Cosmetics in D4 create new ways for players to express themselves and never provide advantages in-game. Players will experience all the fun of seasons, whether they spend anything or not. We intend to continue our dialogue with players about shop and season pass, and we'll always listen and seek out on the community's feedback about it. It is our sincerest belief that we can work together with the community to keep Diablo 4 a living, evolving world for many years to come without worker unions or walkouts or stocks going down. Thanks for reading. We'll be sharing more soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, closing thoughts. Don't fuck it up, Blizzard. That's my closing thoughts for all this. Okay, guys, and now we have an idea what the live service is going to be all about. Maybe about a quarter of it, because, hey, this is Activision Blizzard we're talking about. Just because they're saying it here doesn't mean it's going to be all sunshines and rainbows. No, it's going to be like how it is out there right now for me. It's going to be a dark storm, a brewing, and it's going to hit us hard with D4 releases. So we got to be careful about the stuff they say here. Listen to the jargon, the keywords, and all that stuff. Because Diablo has been scarred. Much of Activision Blizzard's legacy has been scarred, has been tainted by so many things they've done in the past. We can't just trust this company anymore. And I said it to myself, if Diablo 4 for me is the last straw with anything Blizzard related, if they don't do a good enough job for me to enjoy this game, in its own right, completing the game, if I feel like I got a satisfied experience, then okay, good. I have a little faith in Activision Blizzard. But if they don't succeed at this, and it's a giant shit show, gets the lowest user score rating of all time on Metacritic, despite what you say about that review bond, like Diablo Immortal and Warcraft 3 Reforged, if it's going to be like that, and I gave it a shot, and it turns out to be garbage, no more. I'm done with Activision Blizzard. I'll move on to a company. I'll never give a fuck about this company again. And you should do the same. You should do the same. Now, like I said, with all this said, Diablo has never once needed this. We have never needed shops. We've never needed it to be a live service game like this, ever. But since it's an MMO, I'm giving it a teensy bit of leeway because MMOs do stuff like this. They do seasonal content. I mean, Diablo 3 has done seasons. I understand that. It does breathe new life into the game, even though you're, at that point, reanimating the dead. Yeah. And it gives us, extra story. The expansions are going to be cool, no doubt. I really hope they are cool and they have good stories. We always love Diablo expansions. They always nail Diablo expansions. They always do. Lord of Destruction, Hellfire, and of course, Reaper of Souls. Those were fantastic expansions. Blizzard somehow knows how to fucking get that shit great. But Diablo 3 launch? Yeah, not so much. But with that said, folks, how is this making you feel? Are you burning on the inside? Do you feel Diablo's Hellfire engulfing you in flames? Are you about to combust? Does this make you upset reading about all this? If it does, that's okay, because it makes me upset to read about this, on where this series has gone and Blizzard itself and how, greedy they are. Read any articles on Diablo Immortals right now about how much money they've made. It's over $100 million since its release. Some guy has spent $100,000 to max out his character. That guy's an idiot, by the way. You don't need to spend $100,000 to prove a point. You're just addicted to gambling at that point. Anyway, so guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below about this quarterly update. We talked about the seasons, the new content, refreshing the meta, improving the game, live events, season journey, season pass, the shop, closing thoughts. Just remember, folks, these live service games, they do a lot of confusing tactics to get you. They try to trick you. They try to make you think one way, but they're holding something in the other hand. One hand in front, the other hand behind the back. So you got to be careful, which is usually the knife behind the back. So just be careful, because it's still too soon to say that this game is going to be good or decent or whatever, perfect, great, shitty, bad. But with reputation precedes it, we see it as it is. And I mean, Pathfinders, this is it. Diablo 4 is the last stand for me for Blizzard. So I appreciate you guys being here, and if I missed anything I talked about, please forgive me. And if I said some stupid comments or whatever, it's the way it goes with it at the Nico channel. So I appreciate your attention, and I hope to see you again. Yes, D4 is going to be here sooner than you think, and it might be smellier than you think. I mean, who knows? Okay. Hey, see you guys later. I just want to die.